The man from International Skeptics Forum. I tell you something, and I think you should listening to me. You can't explain what's happening for expanding space when that expanding space metric coordinating getting bigger. You can't. You can't explain anything at all. But I can explain what's happening for expanding quarks when this quarks expanding. Because there is a trillions separate particles which moving relatively to each other in space. These particles moving in space. So that system can be bigger later. And the answer for that is movement in space. And everything which moving in space, it is not space. And whole visible universe expanding in space, which already been there. Space which is eternal and infinity place. And it is not space which moving in space. And this visible universe which expanding. It's one moment here. So this expanding visible universe, it's moving in space. So nothing here which expanding, it's not space. It's something real. Something concrete, physical space concrete, which moving in space, which is infinity place, which is nothing. So, whole visible universe expanding and moving faster and faster that way. And also expanding light moving faster and faster that way. So, we can't never moving faster than what that expanding light moving, And inside visible universe, this light speed is maximum for us. But whole packet can be here very quickly, maybe in one moment. And no problem, because that space is eternal. So space don't have to change at any way, Maybe this is too much for you, but guess what? I can explain what happening for that expanding quarks and expanding photons. Yes, I can explain. It's very easy to explain what's happening for system where is a smaller particle which moving relatively to each other. And when there's coming expanding pushing force, there is pushing force which slow down this pushing force. And this slow down and these expanding quarks can get more and more that pushing force, pushing movement inside. So there is inside pressure all the time, and that's why this system expanding. But because they're pushing out that pushing force that way, it can pushing that other expanding quarks far away, same way what this expanding quarks expanding in space, which is already there, which is eternal and infinity place. Which is nothing, which don't change at any way, because it can't change. It's nothing, Maybe this is too much for you, but hey, man, let's make a video where you explain what's happening with that expanding space. You can't. It is too much to you to explain what's happening with expanding space when that space metric coordinating getting bigger. Because there is no explanation what's happening with that expanding space. I can explain what happening with expanding visible universe when it's pushing that way faster and faster and faster, thousands of billions years. And finally, this very fast, all behind movement, not now but later, it's coming some direction, and there's a very density system where it's pushing very density expanding particle all direction. And our movement, what we have now here and moving that way, there is that kind of system, and we come in some direction and we mass this very density particle which expanding, and we can get this expanding quarks and expanding photons expanding faster and faster. So it's same if you go there and you're pushing that way, your expanding visible universe, it's there, outside you. No problem. So, let's make a video and let's try to explain what's happening for expanding space when space metric coordinating getting bigger. And I say you can't explain nothing about expanding space. You can just believe there is expanding space. But guess what? I don't believe you or anybody else, Big Bang people, who say there is an expanding space. I say expanding space, it is a naked empire. And that's what I tell you and everybody else. There is no expanding space. Thanks.